Mr. Chairman, this is a very simple amendment. It's section, we'll add that section number. No rule promulgated by the Department of Interior regarding hydraulic fracturing used in the development or production of oil and gas reservations shall have any effect on any land held in trust or restricted status for the benefit of Indians except with the express consent of the beneficiary on those whose behalf such land is held in trust for restricted status. And that's the amendment. Mr. Chairman, this is very simple. We had a hearing on this issue. Every native tribe before us testified they did not want the regulations for fracking on their land thought of by BLM. And the BLM ignored us. They said, we don't care what you think, Congress. We're going to do this because it's a 1936 law. We're talking about native lands now. Native lands. And if you don't understand the testimony we had, if we have to follow the public lands proclamation by the Secretary, it makes the native lands non-competitive, and some of the reservations are checkerboarded. That means that the native lands of the reservation here, they wouldn't have allowed to take and develop their energy resources, and right next door they would be allowed. And this is a classic example of Big Brother interfering with private lands, really. They're native lands. And I'm just trying to give the natives, as they ask us to do, the whole panel there, they don't have not to accept this. They, in fact, if they want to have the regulations, they can accept those. But if they don't want to have the regulations, then they ought to be able to take and develop their lands as they see fit. And that's the reason I introduced this amendment. I would not have done this if the BLM had given this a courtesy, because they had the testimony. We had the BLM testify and leave the room. To give you an example. Never heard from the natives themselves. Ignored them, did not consult with them. This is an issue between American Indians and the bureaucracy. And so I'm advocating this to really try to establish the fact that the American Indians have a right to say how their land can be developed without being hamstrung with the federal government. With that, Mr. Chairman, I reserve my time.